Hello viewers, today I am going to teach you all how to sew a falls to the sari. The falls protects the sari from dirt and also from getting torn at the bottom, and it helps as a second layer for protecting the sari. This is the top side of the sari. Where is the pallu? So this is the inner side of the sari. It will be right at the other end. About 1 foot of a sari from the right and start fixing the falls. You have to take the falls and keep it upside down on the sari. That is, the inner side of the fall and the inner side of the sari will be facing each other. This is on the inner side of the sari at the bottom. You have to mark the bottom and then you have to start stitching the falls. First we will fix the outer edge. This is the outer edge. We will start stitching the outer edge and gradually you have to go inner like this. You have to keep on stitching towards the pallu of the sari. So here we go. How to stitch a fall. Only hand method. No tailoring machine necessary for stitching the fall. All we have to do is just small stitch after 1 centimeter, another small stitch, and then another half an inch, one small stitch, about 1/8 of an inch size of the stitch, and then again after half an inch, a small stitch about 1/8 of an inch. So you keep stitching. If the falls and the sari are stitched properly, both the edges are stitched properly, there will not be a gap, as well as the falls stitched will be very neat and clean. The sari border and the fall should be of the same color, only then it will be, instead of contrasting, they will be supplementing each other and inside color of the fall will not stand out. Keep going till you come to the end of the falls. Now when you come to the end, leave a little space and secure the thread with the knot. So now we have secured this end, and now we should start on the inner side. How to secure the inner side? Now we have to go back completely. We have to go back and start from the same edge from where we started securing the falls. See, now this is the edge where we started securing the falls. Now we have to see to it that we keep the fall and the sari at proper tension, and we start fixing falls. So we should start with a knot like we knot every time, and then we have to start stitching. There are 2 ways to stitch. Even this end you can either stitch it the same way like we stitched earlier. So now you see that this area is secure. I think you understand how it is. Like, this is the inner edge and this is the outer edge that we have already secured, and then exactly we should see to it there is no crease or gap between these two, and you have to start stitching one small stitch after every half a inch or 1 centimeter. There is another method which is more faster and more neat. You can just keep on hemming. That's faster and easier. Just hem 1 thread from the material and 2 threads from the fall. That is how you should start hemming. It's wiser to maintain half a centimeter gap, 1 thread from bottom, two threads from top. So if you keep doing this, your hemming will be neat and clean, and your falls will fit properly, and this is easier done when compared to pushing and pulling out the threads. So you can always keep it, just keep going. You have to see that the falls does not move off the position. See, you should always maintain the position. See the neatness, you cannot find the trace of the falls. So this is the way how the falls has been fixed. You wouldn't even see the stitch from outside. Now securing the fall. We have to secure the fall just 1 stitch earlier before the final as we have been doing so far, and then we have to fix it with the knot. We have to stop it a little earlier. Like I told you, there should be a little gap before we finish it. So then we have to fold this portion inside so that we can secure the edge. We cannot leave this edge like this, so we have to secure the edge. For that we have to fold it inside, and then we have to start stitching. 1/2 inch or 1 centimeter approximate, one stitch. See, now you can see that the false has come straight instead of going this way or going that way. That shows that we have fixed the false perpendicular and proper, and then there is no gap here in between these stitches. See, it is neat and clean. You can see that there is no gap, and there is no frill or any type such things. It is clearly seen that the false has been stitched perfectly without any problem. See, now you can see the false. Can you see the false? Can you see the stitches? Can you see any crumple or any shrinking? All these things are not there. That means the fall has been stitched very neatly. Otherwise you can see crumples like this, denoting that the fall has not been stitched properly. This is how a neat false is stitched to a attached to a saree. See, now when the saree is kept, you are not even able to tell which edge there is the false and which edge there is no false.